And the first thing you're going to want to do is cut 6 inches of this green cord, or the green foam. So what I would recommend is taking this board here, finding the end, and then holding it up here, and you get the snips that are right there, and then you can cut that, and you can put that up there. You're going to need then 2 1/4 length of tubing, and you're going to need 2 of those. So you just, again, use it the same as before. What you want to do, I'll show you, and it's the same for all of them, is you extend what you're trying to cut up to the line, and then you cut at this upper line here. And you can kind of bring it away and cut it. So that's the first step. And then for all the other components, just grab one of each from these bins. You can make your own elastic cord if you want, but it's really easy for us to make it in large quantities, so you can just grab one of those. It's 30 inches in length. You can grab one of these cord locks, you can grab a paper clip, and you can grab a plastic baggie. If you have extra time and you want to pay it forward a little bit, you can cut a bunch of the green foam wire and clear tubing. So you can just do what I just did and repeat it a bunch of times if you have some time to kill and willing to help people out, and then just put them in the bins. And also at the same time, if you're in a pinch and you just don't have time, you can thank other people because they've made them ahead of time for you. So that's kind of the first step. You have all your materials, and then you're going to want to go over to the little table station we have set up, which I'll show you next. The first step is to take this green foam wire, and you're going to be putting it into the tube here, but sometimes it's a little hard to get in there. So just cut off, and almost like you'd be sharpening a pencil, just a half of it. So just take off a little bit of the tip, and that should help put it on. So go ahead and put it inside the tube and push it on. And you want to put it on about a half of an inch, but you can just kind of in general see. The bottom line is you don't want it to fall off. So then you do the same thing for the other side. So what you want to do is have the curvature such that it's almost making like an O shape all the way around, because the tubing sometimes has a curvature to it. So you want that to be bent, kind of like it's shaping an O or an oval. The next step is to cut little slits onto the side. So what you do is you can see it in the drawing that we have hanging up there, but you want to go to the very edge of where you have the green tubing put in there and cut a little snip at about 45 degrees, and then you turn it around and you cut the other side at about 45 degrees. And what you're going to get is this little, almost like a mouth opening there, and it's just a little notch. Have the cord in one hand, and you're going to want to feed it through. And this is the important part here, is you kind of bend back that opening, that little mouth you made, and then you feed the cord through there and just feed it out. And then you hold it and do it, hold that one that you just put in place, and then you do the same thing with the other end of the cord. Push it through the opening, and you pull it out, grab these two, you tie the knot, and then you pull on it. And then you would take this. Okay, so you have a knot. You just use one of them and put one of them through there. And one trick, it's kind of tricky, you can use these micro cutters or these snips, or you can jam it through with the paper clip. But the bottom line is you're trying to get this elastic out. So sometimes you can use this to pull it through, the little cutters. And then at this stage, you just pull it through. You have to pull it kind of hard, and then it will slide over the knot. And the final step is to take your mask fitter, and you can put it inside this plastic baggie and then store it in there. You want to write your name on the front just in case you leave it somewhere. And again, you can clean it after every use if you'd like, using hand sanitizer. You drop it in this bag, you seal it up, and then you can put it in your backpack. And then check out the other video. If you scan the QR code, you can see a video online just with your phone now or later about how to actually put on the mask fitter.